Stadium in Salt Lake City, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bunch formation for these receivers. Give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The short hands, it's Simmons. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. Leaves it with the back. Ball down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Utes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo. You're seeing them now go hurry up.
Unloads it downfield. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Grab near the marker, it's Simmons. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own.
Going for the big play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Makes the grab. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Lost to fire on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Bentley. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did, and I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
Back to pass, it's Dampier. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Perhaps drawing confidence by converting an earlier 4th down. They'll try to do it for a 2nd time in the opening quarter. Here comes the heat. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. There he goes. Got enough for the first. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Ball. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. He's got his man. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. And a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. On the run, it's Ball. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This is why Weissackel's one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your 3rd down conversion in the midst of this. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the 1st half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
The Gators will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it down outside. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
It's a scoreless game, but it feels like after that completion, that may finally break. It's been tough sledding for both of these offenses. That time, they had the matchup they wanted. They took the shot. Really nice throw. Maybe that's the play that generates the first points of this game.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Going for 6. Touchdown, Utes! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time. This is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. And the kicking team's going to call a timeout.
Timeout, Utah.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Flagway. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Might be changing the route. From the gun on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. At the 35, he's open. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. To throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Lets it go to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
Just under half a minute to go before the break. They'll take over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They'll immediately call timeout.
They're able to find a tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Looking downfield very late in the half. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Time to take a shot. Wide open, he makes the catch. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Defense, what are we doing? You can't miss that guy. How are you going to leave the big fella wide open? You can't act like you didn't see him line up. You know where he is. You knew coming into the game he's a weapon. That had to be a coverage blitz.
It's going downfield. They finally make the stop, and that one made those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. The Utes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They start this 3rd quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Throwing right. Zips it out to his man. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Hawkins.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll walk that one back. It'll be third down.
And these slant routes you throw quick. It's a timing route. You throw 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drop.
Turning it on. Oh, the sweet feet. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Gators will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll go to the air. Back's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. They got to throw up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
He wants to change this route. Back to pass. Back's looking for the goal line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida!
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back, looking for help. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground.
Will take over first and 10.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Parker. Got room at the 35. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained.
He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Utah! They take the lead with the 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He gets it in there for the 2-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room. It's Jackson. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To throw, it's Lagway. Quick completion on the out route. At the 45 on its way. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on.
Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Gators are marching down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Hawkins. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
From the red zone, looking for a man. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You don't see bat downs all the time. A lot of times guys break on the football with defensive backs and then trying to catch it and make a play. I like he knew where he was. He's in the end zone, not trying to give up points. Does a great job breaking on the football and swatting it to the ground.
To the air, it's Lagway. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Offense changing the play. Out of the shotgun on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
So nice when you're an offense and you're getting these third and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up the first and goal.
He wants to throw it again. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make a play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Looking to throw on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. The sure hands, it's Parker. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. With the catch, it's Davis. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. You
see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have...
Catch inside the 30 and still running. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Utes getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Davis. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the Utes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
The Utes want to crank the tempo. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utes!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Wants to go up top. Fires it incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
21, Florida.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick.
Set to kick off.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting an onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Throws to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with him out.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. Touchdown Gator! He got loose and it was lights out after that.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the ball.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Man, that stings. Your offense has a chance to salt the game away, run the clock out, and you're trying to make a play. You decide to throw the football, which we can talk about that decision later on down the road, but you throw the INT. Now you better hope your defense bails you out.
He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Pulls it in, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. To the air on first down. Steps away to find some room. Going to try to get it himself. Kept it and he's past the marker. Big play on the scramble. Got out of bounds, stopped the clock. Picked up the first down, and now they'll try to find a way to score. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab deep. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Well, defense, you need one more play. Force that incompletion, and now you've got to find a way to keep the opponent
Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Lets it fly. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And that pick will seal the game as the clock strikes 0. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure this doesn't happen next week.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.